gotta get this started. I'm not really, I'm not audio savvy. Okay, are you sure we're ready? I'm really.
What are we doing, huh?
You're 100% sure?
It's recording. Like, he just gonna have to keep checking.
Can you check right now? I just
It's
don't want to do this.
literally wasting the battery right now.
I'm sorry, but I just really want to. Do you see the record button with the red?
It's recording.
Okay, good. All right. Hey.
You got enough room, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
All right. Is everybody comfortable? We're here and we're very close. And today we have a very, very, very special episode. Welcome to We're All Set. My name is Kayla Martinez.
It's your boy, Uncle Frick.
Rich, you already know.
And we have two special guests. You guys can introduce yourselves.
Riley, what's going on?
It's so great!
Was that wide enough?
That was great. Okay, and then we also have... that was great.
Well, say your name.
My name's Amanda.
Alright.
Hello, Amanda, and hello, Riley. So, you guys, we have like a really special show for you because today we're calling this the Caucasian invasion. And we are going to ask all the questions that us black people would like to ask white people. Isn't this fucking exciting? I knew we were doing this show days ago, and I was literally in bed like, oh, this is gonna be so great. And let me just say this to get us started. It was so hard for us to find like who we were gonna interview because I realized as black people, we don't know that many white people. Like, it was actually like
outside of Facebook, it's quiet.
It's really hard. Like, I went through my phone. I'm like, wow. I think Amanda was probably it. I had to really hunt for Riley and it's interesting. I also want to mention this before we get started. Riley didn't know. He knew he was doing the show with us today, but he didn't know what the show was about. So I didn't know that he didn't know that. So today he asked, like, what is the show about? And I was like, oh, wow. We're going to be asking you questions that black people want to ask white people, and it can get tricky. And all he did was laugh and go, okay. So anyways, the way we have it set up is this is our little jar. And we're going to pull questions from it. I guess we can just kind of rotate. And then we'll ask, we can either do it to where like Amanda can answer and Riley can answer. Some of them are for women, some are for men. And or you guys can both answer. We can kind of turn it into like conversation.
Yeah, it's going to be good dialogue.
It's going to be great. Okay, so should we just get straight to it? Is there anything else? First of all, can we like introduce them? Like, do you guys want to say like, who you are and what do you do? Or like...
Well, my name is Amanda. I work in molecular science, so I work for laboratories. I really love what I do. Just moved back to Atlanta, and
where are you from?
I'm originally from Gwinnett, so like Beaufort, Georgia.
G-Dub.
Hey, G-Dub. All right, Riley, what's up with you? Where are you from?
I'm from Tampa, Florida. Moved to Atlanta in 2011. I am a quality engineer for a medical device company. That's about it.
You guys have great fucking
White folks be having the best job.
They have like the best
like,
job.
When they start rattling off their shit, you be like, yo, what?
Did you know did you know that's what I want to do and I'm going to get into it?
I knew I wanted to be in the medical field. I didn't switch over to molecular science until about a year ago. So I always knew that I wanted to be in the medical field. I guess when I was a little girl, I wanted to be a dancer or a singer. But then as I got older, I was like, yeah, I want to be in the medical field. And once I realized that's what I wanted to do, I went straight for it. So
that's fun. What about you, Riley?
I had no idea. I actually was a criminal justice major. I was a juvenile probation officer for a while. I just really liked working with kids. I got caught up in the juvenile system when I was that age, and just like to.
Riley's a little spicy. He's a gangster.
But not too gangster. It didn't pay well, so I know
that's right. All right. Great. Let's get into it. I guess we'll just like mix it up. It's funny because some questions are like really like cute and lighthearted, and then some are like really good. But I guess it's gonna be like hella random since we're just pulling them like this. I'm so excited. Okay.
Ain't they supposed to be pulling them? You gonna pull them?
No, I want us to pull them and read it out loud for them to answer.
Oh, I bet I'm starting.
Okay, so you start.
Let's
Speaking to the mic.
We're low. Hold up, I bet. Growing up, did you get whoopings? If so, describe it in details.
Riley, go first, Riley.
Yeah, definitely. Whatever my dad could find. Yeah.
What?
Depending on how bad I was.
He's from the South, that's why.
Yes, my family's
What?
from Georgia.
Do they call them whoopings or they call them spankings?
Whoopings.
They from Georgia. Georgia growing up is a little different, though.
Okay, so how did it go? Like,
Yeah, describe the spanking like that.
it's a whooping. It's not a spanking. He said it's a whooping.
Whooping.
It's a little personal, like how no, I'm just messing with you. No, I mean like describing it. What I mean, just did
It's
something
like-
wrong, and what he would do to scare us to know we were getting is, you take the belt and you just
Lit! That's crazy, just like us.
Let him know that he's coming.
You ain't never got beat with like no random shit like a hanger or like
A shoe?
a shoe, a wire, extension cord.
Or was it mostly belt
A
and
switch
hand?
from the fucking
Switches.
It was just mainly a belt. I mean, whatever you could grab at the time. I don't really specifically remember any item, but
Wow.
Plastic hanger hurt the worst.
I didn't know
Let
that.
nobody tell you different.
But I deserved it, and I learned from it.
I will say, I thought that white people didn't get whoopings. Like, I know that I thought because I thought white kids are bad. And then I think white parents are just like, we don't do that. Like, we vocalize. What about you, Amanda? Did you get whooped?
I got my ass beat. We would have to go pick our own switch. So you would learn like the real thin ones, they sting real bad, and then like the real
thicker
big
ones
ones
are easy.
leave welts. Like so, you gotta decide like, do you want it to sting or do you want to welt? Like we got our asses beat.
Wow.
I like the welt better than the sting.
Yeah, the sting fucking hurt.
Bitch ain't gonna break at least.
Yeah, we got
Wow.
lined up. We
I'm
would
really
get lined
shocked.
up, all three of us, to get our ass whooped.
Okay, here's my question. If you're, you have siblings, right?
Correct.
If your sibling did something wrong, did y'all get whooped for the shit y'all siblings did?
Yeah, that's any siblings.
Really?
I mean, but I was the baby, so it was like
The baby
they
never
did
gets
it.
hit.
They did it. So
Damn, did you know that? Am I the only one who thought that white people never got whooped?
I had no idea what was going on. I ain't gonna lie.
You never even thought about it?
I didn't think
people
about it,
don't
but I
whip
just
their
know.
children now.
I just
That's
know
why
like.
they talk back like they do.
Yeah, and I just know like down south, they beat their kids' ass though.
Okay, got it.
Deservedly so.
I didn't turn the draft off.
What happened?
Oh yeah, actually, can you go do that?
Yeah, we're watching the draft. Hold on.
We're watching the NBA draft
Did
right
somebody
now.
pick Bo? Yeah, the what?
Go Magic.
Read the question off, Kayla.
All right. So the next question is, did your dad or your grandpa vote for Donald Trump?
Oh shit.
And if so, did you agree with the yes or no? Just tell us.
I'm all 4 minutes.
Oh, don't get free started.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Who's gonna go first?
Amanda, go first.
My grandfather did vote for Trump,
Really?
and my
Free claps. He's
My-
so annoying.
real father, I don't know what he did, and my stepfather, he did not vote at all.
Did you
Oh, he
vote for
didn't
Trump?
No, I did not.
You voted for Hillary?
I did.
Tragic.
I would go. Who could I vote for?
Yeah.
Okay, Riley, did your dad or grandpa vote for Trump?
Grandfather's no longer with us.
Sorry to hear that.
And then I don't know if my father actually voted, but if he did vote, he probably would have voted conservative. But I don't know if he did for sure. But
And you're a conservative?
yes, sir, I am.
Okay, got it.
Would
Good
you
to
wear a MAGA
know.
hat?
Probably not. No.
Okay. You like the hat?
Yeah, it's just a little basic, but yeah.
Hat, right?
Reach trying to get into it. You like that? Is it a nice hat?
I
Good
like
color?
it. It's a good color. That's it, right?
I don't really like red because I'm fair skinned as hell, so
Yeah.
it kind of brings it out.
All right, Bree, on to the next
On to
question.
the next one, babe.
Do white people have family reunions?
Mine's this weekend.
Are you serious?
Tomorrow.
I've never heard of a white family reunion.
We have one every
Rick said it. I'm
year.
like,
White people started family reunions. They're the first people.
what do
that
they
had
call them?
Family reunions.
The Beverly Hills.
We call them.
You have them?
On my father's side, yes.
Get the fuck out of here. I really did not think it. Oh, here. I'm
I
balling
think it
them.
might also be like a southern thing too. Like
that could be
everybody in
true.
my family is from the South, so we all are very close.
Wow. Okay, that's good to know. Go ahead, pass it to Rich. Moving right fucking along.
That's crazy.
White people have family reunions.
Are you afraid of the police, or do they make you feel safe?
That's a really good question. Do the police make you feel afraid or comfortable?
I mean, it depends on which side of the crime I'm on.
Yeah.
But
If you're on the highway, they pull up behind you. Do you get nervous?
I'm always a little nervous just because
Them tickets are expensive.
that, and then I mean, I don't know what's in the car. It could get pinned on me, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
It's just always just in the back of the mind. But
Riley's a gangster.
no,
Is
I'm
it your
not.
car or when you're in other people's car?
Especially in other people's car, but even in mine.
You just never-
Probably not so much now, but probably like 3 or 4 years ago, yeah, I'd be a little worried just if there's anything in there that I didn't clean up.
So you're a little active, okay? Riley is in the street.
Amanda, when you see the police out in the street, and do you tell yourself like, oh, I feel comfortable now, or is it more like, oh shit, the police, hope they don't look over here?
I mean, I smoke a lot of weed, so I'm always worried about the police. I've had incidents where I had a police officer stalk me. So, it's
That's
a weird...
Right, what the
I
fuck?
got pulled over, I got in trouble for something, and then he arrested me, and then after I got released, he started coming into my job, and the case got thrown out because he was stalking me. So, there's times when I don't feel
Was he
safe.
black or white?
He was white.
Okay.
And it wasn't his first time.
That's scary if a cop stalk you. What you gonna do? He above the law. He is the law.
Yeah, and so I mean, anytime I was getting pulled over, I'm like, oh, is this police? I mean, is this retaliation? Are they retaliating against me? Because he could have told his buddy like, this girl
Fuck me up.
and like now like go get her, because they do work together.
Yeah, they definitely
they
do.
don't think you're
that's-
stupid.
It's called a fraternal order for a reason.
Yeah,
It is.
yeah.
Fraternal order?
Yeah.
I mean, I go back and forth. Like, if I'm doing something wrong, yeah, I'm like, okay, maybe I'm a little paranoid of them.
Good to know. Rich, it's all on you now.
Well,
Oh.
He just did one.
Oh, okay.
Do
It's
you
my
guys
turn.
not answer the questions?
so hold up. All right, so y'all say when y'all see police and if y'all up to something make you nervous, whatever. But all right, so if something's going on around y'all, do y'all call the police? Or like if y'all see what they call suspicious activity, do y'all call police?
If it's not my business, if it's not in my fucking business, I don't make it part of my business. Like,
Alright.
I don't want, it's not, it has no mind with me. Now, I know people that are like, oh, I saw something going on the corner, and we need to call 911. I mean, especially some of your older white people, they'll be like, I saw some people hanging out on the corner, we should call, and alert the police. I'm like, alert the police?
Because black people don't do that. I've never looked at any situation and said, I gotta call the police. It's literally never happened. I look at some shit and think, hope they don't know I'm over here
That's like,
looking.
yo, they wilding over there.
I've never. But I am that black girl that will call the police on somebody because I don't give a fuck. If a nigga's chumping me off about to smack me, oh, you're going to jail, nigga. But
That's unfair if you got. Unless he actually smacks you. 'cause
You're
you know.
going to.
I will call the police on a nigga quick. I don't give a fuck.
Situational, yeah.
But if it's not my business, I do my business.
Kayla's telling y'all.
Unless, of course, now hold up. If I see a woman getting beat, I am finna call the police. Or if I see a kid, but if I see 2 niggas fighting, or if I see a gun,
Bye.
I just mind my motherfucking
Hey,
business.
man, she slapping you around, I'm out.
Really?
Damn.
If you saw a woman getting beat up by a man, you wouldn't call the
That
police?
shit is personal.
Damn.
That's domestic.
Let them work it out, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
You know how much
They
time?
find her in the ditch.
You know
the
how
next
many
day.
times?
You
Think about that.
You know how many times women run to men in their lives and complain about a nigga beating their ass and then go right back to that same man consistently?
That's my thing, though. Okay, well, can that? No, she.
That's
I
true.
get it. I get
So
it.
unfortunate.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So I'm not touching your domestic.
So wait, Riley, do you call the police? Are you a police caller if you see some shit going on, even if it's not your
I
business?
mean, only if it's absolutely necessary. I'll tell you this example. This happened last week. I was at the gym and got my car broken into.
Okay.
Stole my wallet. I didn't call the police just because the bank knew it was fraud right away. Got all my money back. But in retrospect, I probably should have because I actually went to the gym today and talked to the cops and told them about it because they have just people that patrol. And they're just like, yeah, you should have told them because they can catch it on camera and all that stuff.
Yeah, don't,
yeah.
don't you need the police report to get your insurance claim?
I mean, it was like $500 or something.
Yeah, probably.
Fuck it, Riley.
No, you have a deductible. It don't be worth it sometimes.
Right.
What
But I got it
Money.
back though,
If
right
you're-
away. It's fraud.
Okay, this is a real question I need to know. If your neighbors are smoking weed in their apartment and you smell it, do you call the police or if they're being loud? Do you call the police?
I ask if they want to smoke with me.
Oh, Amanda's a
Or I go over with
smoker.
some brownies and be like, hey.
What if they're being loud? What if they're blasting music at 2 a.m. When
You
call
might
the
want to
police?
be like, no, I'm not
you gonna
gonna
go up there and knock on
but
the
be
door?
like, hey.
Ooh, you knock on the door?
Dude, I gotta get some sleep, but I'm not gonna bring the law involved. Like,
Okay, that's respectable. Because my neighbors call the fucking police.
I know.
I respect the knock.
Or even a little bang. You know, we get the broom and just hit the
You know, hit the wall.
That's all I need. Just hit the wall and I don't get
I
offended
get
or
it,
nothing.
homie.
I would ask them though, like, hey, you know, you want the police to come? Like, I'm not trying to have the police over here.
Yeah.
either.
No,
So, like,
exactly. That's true.
I don't want the police over
Always
here.
ridiculous, bro. You're making everything high.
You know it, yeah, exactly. Like, this whole place knows what we're doing.
Yeah, let's not do that.
All right, y'all ready for the next
Yeah, let's do
question?
it.
Hold on. Do you use a washcloth when taking a shower? Now, this question may seem crazy, but it's really valid because
It doesn't seem crazy at all. It seems like
White people put soap on their skin. I seen it.
I use a loofah.
okay, that's similar. Loofah's kind of the same.
Loofah's lit.
It's good hygiene.
But like when I really want to feel like super, super clean, I
Yeah.
use a washcloth.
You do use
like,
a washcloth.
I love washcloth. We actually, when I grew up, we called them wash rags. So a lot of people are like, "What's a wash rag? Like get a rag or like you know."
Yeah. Call them rags.
What's up, Riley?
Wash rags, Riley?
I mean, because I've had this conversation with people before. It's quite hilarious, but it just depends on if I'm in a hurry. Like if it's in the morning, I'm running late. Like let's just get this
So
over.
we get the fuck
Like
out.
I'll take like a duck bath, as my friend calls it, real quick. But if
A
like
wash up.
yeah, but if it's like at night,
Do you wash your legs?
yes, dude. What's so funny? This girl, she asked me that like
It's a
probably
thing.
2 days ago, and I was just like, you gotta be kidding me. Who doesn't wash their legs?
I wash down
It's the
to my
dirtiest
feet.
part.
Like I literally like my feet, my toes, my ankles. Like I wash every part of my body. I'm that lame girl that washes like behind her ears, every little thing every single day. But it's like a girl thing though, kind of.
Dude, is that like a thing?
My feet.
Do people
Was it
wash
Taylor
their legs?
Swift that said she doesn't wash?
She said
Taylor
she
Swift
doesn't.
tweeted or something and said she doesn't wash
That's
her
why.
legs.
I see something yo, you just gotta wash down to like your knees and then the rest of it take care of itself for some crazy shit. It was like
And
a
we
tweet or
and
something.
wait, we have an addition to that question. It was do
That was
you
crazy.
when you get out of the shower, do you dry off your entire body? Or do you just kind of like get out of the shower wet and walk away?
No, I've had someone comment on that because I've gotten out of the shower and like as girls, like I just throw a towel on and like put my hair up in a towel and then just start going about
just
getting
walk
ready.
off.
But like I've noticed like guys are more detailed, like they want to like dry every single.
Wet shit is
You
lit.
dry all the way off?
Shit
like-
feel lit, man.
Riley, do you dry all the way off or do you just kind of get the fuck on?
Yes, I do not air dry. I use a towel on every part.
Oh, so maybe it's a girl boy thing.
Yeah, probably a girl thing.
Okay, free, it's on you. Thanks for being
Chicks
here.
like feeling moist and shit.
They just like being naked. That's all.
Oh yeah, moisturized and moist and all that.
At least that's what I like to think.
It's like being naked.
Yeah.
Do you kiss your dog in the mouth? And if so, tell us why it's okay. Amanda, you can start. And then we're gonna go to Riley.
Amanda, and don't
Because
lie.
my dog is like my baby, so
Oh,
You kiss him in the mouth.
I do.
Alright.
Aww.
I do. He is. I mean, he's a purebred Pomeranian. He's very clean.
So cute.
He eats scrambled eggs and avocado in the morning.
Sick of you.
Where's your pit bull doing?
He has
Sick of
a
this
nicer
crazy.
collar than most people's like shoes or clothes. Like he's very taken care of. Like he's a purebred. He was $8,500. He's an
Oh shit.
expensive
Like
dog.
that motherfucking blue ribbon.
So yes, I do. He does get kisses, but like it's not like we like kiss our like tongues or like.
So for black people who think that is so strange, what is your response like? Because I've heard they have.
I seen black chicks kiss their dog.
Yeah, they're good.
Okay.
You can go ahead.
I seen black chicks kiss their dog though. I seen black chicks kiss their dog though.
Yeah.
On multiple occasions, like with
Yeah.
tongue though.
Oh,
Oh, tragedy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
with their mouth open.
Jesus.
Okay, so Riley, do you kiss your dog in the mouth? Like, do you let your dog just lick you?
Okay, so back in the day, no, I would not. That's that just sounds disgusting as it is. But recently, my brother got a puppy, and yeah, it's done that a couple times.
Yo, I hate that shit. Like when they just jump on you and start trying to lick your mouth.
done that.
You be like, yo.
But then
yo,
it's
wow.
like I think it's kind of like a bonding moment. Like you're
Yeah.
supposed to like. That's what I hear. I don't know. It's
Yeah, I
it's not
mean-
my proudest moment, but yes.
I don't need to get that
True.
deep with the dogs. I'm
But
like,
I heard people always say dogs have clean mouths.
They do.
I don't.
Oh,
Is that true?
They produce like
I
a
don't know.
certain bacteria from what
Yeah,
I
like,
heard
and
that
it's
like
supposed to, like-
cleanses their mouth. I don't.
That's why they
I
gotta
don't
brush their
know.
teeth.
Is that what we're promoting?
I'm not rocking with
I
that.
heard that. And I mean,
A couple dogs had bad breath for my day.
Couple.
They
all have bad breath.
Yeah,
It's
like-
terrible, man.
all right, moving along. Rich, it's on you.
Wait, so y'all don't let the dogs?
I thought you had.
Absolutely
No,
not.
it's
Nah,
not even an option.
I don't like
My dog can't even
Piss,
get close.
Piss when they lick my
I don't even let my. I'm real
Hands
funny.
cool. I like to lick my face though.
My dog doesn't even sleep in my bed. I'm funny about them being on my couch or in my bed.
Oh my.
Yo, I had a
I
drink.
mean, I know
I
Amanda's
used to
dog
have a
sleeps in
drink
her
that had that
bed.
like used to sleep with her dogs. But I used to go in like, yo, your bed smells like dog piss.
Yeah.
I can smell the dog piss.
Or even if it's not dog piss, it's still like the dog.
Whatever that shit is, be it smells.
Because my dog goes outside, she's in bushes. I just don't like her to be on my pillow. It just kind of fucks with my head.
Oh, I'm getting the best questions. I'm killing this shit. Hey, yo, sometimes when y'all alone in y'all car rap lyrics, do y'all say the N word?
And it's okay. This is your safety house.
I would say, I probably have rapped it before.
Yeah, and you'd be like, yeah, fuck
Spicy.
that. Niggas ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Sometimes I'm suck my dick.
Usually when it's something when you're feeling yourself and you just like go with it and you're like,
Oopsies, but fuck it, I said it. Okay,
and then you
Riley, do you say the N-word when you're alone in your car?
In the rap songs while I'm in the car by myself, absolutely yes, 100%.
Thank you! Say it! That is so fucking funny.
Cam, I know you be saying it too. You've been lying to me, Cam. You've been saying it too, bro.
Fucking hilarious. Like, no, I'm fucking saying it.
But I'm gonna let you rock because you're a good white boy.
All right.
You're looking out for the black community.
Why do I don't get the good ones? Okay. Would you consider macaroni and cheese an entree or is it a side dish?
side dish.
Side dish?
How do you make your macaroni and cheese?
I bake my macaroni and cheese. But that's not. I didn't grow up with baked macaroni and cheese. I grew up with macaroni and cheese out of the box.
Out the box.
So,
Crab joint.
yeah, like the powdered cheese mixed with the milk.
Not
like,
even the Velveeta.
No, that
Not even the
on that
Velveeta. Okay, Riley, do you think it's an entree or do you think macaroni and cheese is a side dish?
I don't think it's an entree, but I use it as an entree.
Exactly. You're making life easy.
A couple days
And
ago.
when you were growing up, did your mom put the mac and cheese in the oven or did she make it like soupy on the stove?
Soupy on the stove.
Okay.
You mean like boil it?
Yeah, well, yeah, because black people, we put it in the oven.
Yeah, well, that makes it taste good, but
'Cause-
sometimes we gotta hurry up and eat.
Okay.
I would prefer it in the oven, but
It's
Oh,
back on free.
we know
It's
it.
back on free.
It's back on free.
Got the pen there. Name a black soul food dish you really like.
collard greens.
Collard greens, that's a good one. Could your mom make collard greens growing up?
She probably could. I don't know. to be
She never
honest with
did,
you.
though?
No, I always went to my buddy's house for that with vinegar on it.
Was your buddy black or he was white?
Say you threw the vinegar on
With
the
the pork in it, with the pork and all that flavor in it. and all that.
The ham hock.
He was
with
black?
pork in it.
Hey, butter.
I love
Hey, butter.
every food. So I don't know if I would call it like, it's like southern foods. I guess I'd say like fried chicken. I love like cabbage and onions. Like black eyed peas.
Oh, she like it all.
I don't even like black eyed peas.
I don't like peas either.
Cornbread, like I love cornbread.
I eat them.
All right, go ahead, friend. What's next? Let's move it.
It's rich.
Oh, Rich is on you.
Really? Maybe something lit in here. What the fuck? If you had to be at an event at 8 o'clock and you live 20 minutes away, what time do you leave your house?
That's a really valid
That's
fucking
a
question.
good question.
You have to be there at 8 o'clock at night, and you live 20 minutes away. What time do you get into your vehicle to be on the way?
Amanda, you can go.
Amanda?
It depends how bad I want to be there. Most of the time, probably like 7:58, and is the time I'm gonna. If I gotta be there at 8 o'clock.
Okay, so you show up late to events.
Now, if it's something I have to be for like work or like a presentation or something that I have to do,
Then you-
I'm gonna be 30 minutes early,
Yeah,
and I'm gonna
it's
be
work.
in the parking lot and I'm gonna be waiting.
'Cause it's
but,
work,
like,
though.
yeah, because it's work.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so let's talk about that because I want to get into things that are important to us. Because
Yeah.
for me, with my job,
Yeah.
I'm on colored people time. So what time would you leave if it was for work?
if it was for work and I had to be there at 8 o'clock, I'd probably leave. I would go into my Waze and I would plug the address in and I would look at what time I needed to leave my house.
Oh,
in
you
order to
leave
get
right on
there.
time. So you don't leave room for error.
No.
That's a black trait. Because, you know, white people like to, well, I don't know. Let's see, Riley, what do you do?
7:20.
Punctuality and promptness is a pet peeve of mine. So if it's, I guess, a concert is 20 minutes away.
Yeah.
At 8, I'm getting in my car at the latest 7:15.
Yeah.
Okay, good. And is this something that was instilled in you as a kid? Like, were your parents big on like punctuality and on timeness?
Probably. To be honest with you, I don't know. It's just that's just one of my pet peeves. Like if I show up late to something, whether it's anything, I just feel like that just looks bad upon me. Like it's just a bad reflection of me.
Yeah, because see, I can say for black people, if I gotta be there at 8, I'm at my house like, oh fuck, it's 8. I gotta go. That's me every time, no matter what it is. I'm always late, and I blame my parents. They never taught us. Leave an hour, be there early. It's the right thing to do. I never even knew that. Like, it was just never a fucking thought. I think 8 o'clock is 8 o'clock. If I gotta be there, I gotta be there at 8. I leave at 8.
Yeah,
How you feel, Rich? Charge me.
So it's bad parenting why niggas be late? Like, that's what you're
Yeah,
saying? Like, I don't think it's that deep.
My mom never pressed being on time. She never taught us, like, be there early.
So the whole time in your life you was going to school and had other people influencing you and nobody told you to be on time either?
No, your strongest influence is your parents. If my mom says, Kayla, it's 7:15, get the fuck out the door, I will go.
Your parents try to make, so your parents never one time tried to make you be on time?
My mom was never on time. To this day, she'd never be on time.
So the thing.
Thank you guys. My mom was never on time.
I'm just not gonna blame my parents for that.
I'm talking about myself.
Right.
For me in my house, my mom was never on time for nothing. My dad was never really on time. We weren't on time type of people. So yeah, I do blame my raising. The bus.
My parents weren't on time. My mom was never on time.
My mom was never
we
on
were
time
the
with
last
shit.
kid standing
And I blame her.
at the school line, like with our lunchbox.
Yeah.
Like my mom's like, oh, I'm so sorry.
That shit used to drive me.
That's why, like, important things, I'll never be late. Like, important things, I'm like, I'm not gonna be late.
Yeah.
So if you show up late to work, you still blame your parents?
To this day, I do. I'd be like,
That's
Mom,
crazy.
why? I wish that was one of those things that she pressed.
Yeah, you're grown.
I mean, I guess I could change. I could work on it now, but I don't.
That's just
That's not a parent issue, right?
Okay, this is a good one. When you're cooking food, do you wash your meat before you cook it?
if it's chicken, yes.
Riley?
Damn. I mean, when I used to be a cook, yeah, but I don't know cooking for myself, no.
No, you just throw it in there, right?
Yeah.
You know what's really interesting? Black people do wash their meat, like it was always a thing. But I've read recently that it's actually, you're not supposed to. It's actually unhealthy to wash your meat.
That's what Dr. Oz said.
Because the salmonella can get on the other things. So that's really interesting. But I would say growing up, it was like, if you didn't wash the meat, it was
you
always
never
like
really
a
know
bad
what the
thing.
water's doing. And shit is splashing.
Yeah.
You can't really tell exactly how it's splashing.
Yeah. All right, Freeze,
But I'm still washing my chicken.
me too. I can't help it. I'm conditioned to wash it. I can't help it.
I just gotta run the show into some water.
Real quick.
Name a black feature on the body that you would like to have.
This is gonna be.
I want to know what's a black feature.
Can I give examples first?
Yeah,
I'll go first if y'all want me to.
See, Riley already knows his answer.
I know what I want.
See, thank you.
Okay.
I like really thick thighs.
Yay!
Like, I love thick thighs, and so that's a feature that I think is attractive, and that's a feature that I would want for myself. And you don't see as many white girls with the type of thick, muscular thighs that I'm talking about. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's
You
like
see it sometimes, yeah, in white women. Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah, true.
Yeah.
Okay, Riley, what's a black feature that you would like to have?
So I don't know if this is true. This is actually pretty funny. I don't think I've ever asked a black person this, and I'll do it right here. This is hilarious. So I was always under the impression black people are such great athletes. You jump really high. And, there's this myth going around in white people land where I don't know what else to call it. Okay, here we go. White America. There we go. White America. And y'all might have heard this before, where there's kind of like, with all the slave and stuff like that, or how y'all were always working back in the day like that there's some extra type of bone or muscle in the calf that makes black people run faster and jump higher.
Wow.
First of all, so before I answer that question, is that true?
I have no fucking idea.
I don't put an extra.
Have y'all never heard that before?
What if like our ancestors are like from all the hard
I mean, we might
physical
have
labor?
more like fast twitch muscle fibers or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
That's possible.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because
Genetics are way
So you wish you had those black calves so you could jump fast?
Well, no, actually, I have actually.
Can you jump?
Jump hard, run
My
fast?
twin brother can. He's like 6'2".
You touched the rim?
Yeah, I used to hang on it with both hands, but that was a while ago. Ruptured Achilles and torn ACL.
Oh,
Damn.
Kevin Durant and Clay.
Yeah.
One leg, yeah, tragic.
That was my favorite thing about playing basketball growing up was, you're white, you can't jump. That
So
didn't
you
go
trying
out
to
there.
you was like, oh no, I gotta live for
just
y'all, man.
love
Show y'all
throwing
how to
black
give it
people
up.
shit.
That's
I
funny.
love it. They just look at us like, you're white, you can't jump. It's like, all right, come down to the rim and see what happens.
We do underestimate white men in athletic ability on a regular basis.
Look at
Yeah.
your Eagles.
We do.
But definitely not as
Isn't that
much.
me?
That's all rich.
Oh shit.
Shout out to Larry Bird.
Yeah.
Tom Brady.
They got that autograph picture of him in Hudson Grove special to leave.
Very birds.
What? I don't even know.
I never know athletes.
Do you know what a sewing is? And if so, how is it installed? I don't know the answer to this shit.
Okay, let's ask Amanda first. Wait, no, Amanda, because you might know. I want Riley to go first. Riley, do you know what a sew-in is?
So, I've dated black women before.
Okay.
Speaking to the mic, Riley, this is great.
I dated black woman.
So I have an idea of what it is. So I don't know if I know exactly what
so
it is.
great.
Hold on, Riley.
It's already on.
Riley,
It's on
does he know
camera.
what a sewing is? Go ahead, Riley. Answer for people.
All right, so this, I know the basis of it, but I don't know if I know exact. Isn't it like where it involves weave, right?
Right.
So is it like to where, you're putting it in, you're basically, like attaching it to your hair?
Yeah,
Is
you're
that what it
attaching
is?
the weave to your hair, right? Okay, so do you know how it's attached? Because I'm going to teach you after, but I want to know what you know.
I have no idea, but I like to think somebody's going through their hair with a needle like you're just sewing it.
Okay.
But that's probably not it.
Because it
That's
says
about as
sew
much as I
in.
know, too.
Is that what's going on? Is that what happened?
Is that
Okay, well, let's ask Amanda.
So you'll braid your hair and then you'll sew the weave in, actually like you're sewing. It's so you have to like braid an actual braid across
Have you
the
gotten
hair.
one before?
No, I haven't had sew in, but I've had so many braids in my life. Like I just have always had long hair, so I
What
just
kind of
never.
braids do you get? Like, you get cornrows?
All kinds. I like to switch up. I love to switch up my hair, so I just love when it's pulled back tight. So that's one thing that I've always been like, I wish I could always have braids in my hair,
Yeah.
but I can wear braids for like 2 days and then my hair slips out.
Yeah,
So
it doesn't last long.
I can't really wear braids, so that's something
Yeah.
I've always been envious of. Is like I can't ever keep my hair braided.
Yeah, that's true.
But whenever you take it
That's
out,
another feature.
it's like so gorgeous.
That's another feature,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, it is. It really is.
That's
But-
true. Okay, so Amanda basically got us. Oh, look at the camera.
What happened?
Oh.
For you had one job.
No, don't do that.
So, the next question we had was, what is a sew? Do you know what a sew-in is? And if so, do you know how the hair is installed?
Riley, go ahead.
We kind of got whatever. So I'll try to react it. What I thought it was is that with the weave, you get the weave, and then you basically somebody just sews it in, sews the motherfucker in. That's the image I get in my mind. I've seen it. I might have seen it done.
Can you picture right now, like if this is my hair, how would you sew hair onto this? Like, when you say sew in, what does that mean to you?
I've seen it done. It's just so I think what it is, they braid it all the way around, and then they attach it to that, right?
They braid it onto there. They braid it and then they sew it onto the braid.
I've seen
Okay.
it. I used to date a
About as
girl.
much as me.
I used to date a girl that was whatever they call them. We had that too, but like a hairstylist or whatever.
Oh, okay, black.
You went beyond black. You went to black hairdresser. Like you took it all the way black.
Wow.
That's not as black as it gets.
Oh, that's true.
When she said that last time, I was like that.
What was her name, Riley? Your black hairdresser girlfriend.
Damn, that's kind of like personal.
Hey, yo, can I say some real shit? When white people go black, they go black. Like they don't be playing with that shit.
You
Dude.
said it's kind
We
of
want to know how black she was.
I don't want to just.
When white people go black, they go black.
I don't want to put this girl on blast on you. I don't know.
No, on YouTube? Right.
Word, she like, oh, word, Riley, put
Yeah,
my
it's
body
like,
down.
Right.
I put my body.
Give us the first.
That's hilarious. Okay, Amanda, you know how sew-ins work, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it.
Who next? Who next? It's me? Oh, just about
Thank you, Kayla.
No, you just asked about sewing.
Oh, I asked about sewing.
That's just.
You right over this.
That's just hilarious.
Do you think black people are racially targeted or profiled by police?
Ooh, spicy.
Speak up for you, sorry.
Did you hear that? I asked, do they think that black people are targeted by police?
The mic is the one that needs to hear it.
I was thinking that. Okay, let Riley answer. Riley, are black people targeted by the police?
It's kind of hard to say no.
How do you feel?
I think it's on the individual police officer itself. And I don't really like how the whole police force is generalized, how they're all bad. There's a couple of bad ones for sure, definitely. And they're the worst type of people because they're supposed to respect the law, uphold America's laws and stuff. And then when they do stuff like that, look what happens. It splits people right in half. You know, it divides us, and that's the worst part. But some of them do, yeah, I think. As a whole, I mean, I like to think. No, I don't think so. But I mean, you know, it's kind of hard to answer. But I would say no as a whole. But individually, probably yes.
Okay, that makes sense. That's a good answer. Amanda, what do you think?
I'm kind of piggybacking like off of Riley for sure. I think that it is circumstantial with the police officer, but I do feel like there are a lot of police officers that do. Like I even have had like up in more northern parts of Georgia, I have actually heard police officers talk about how they do racial profiling and stuff like that. And that's just being honest. I mean, it also could depend on like what part of town are you in? Are you in the bumblefuck of Georgia up north, or like in the sticks down south, or somewhere where it's, you know, they've got a lot of, you know, violence in between people in the town. Like you just have to, it really just depends on where you're at, I feel like. But there are some police officers that do target racially, I feel like.
True.
And I don't think black people are wrong when they have that perception of cops. Because what are y'all supposed to do? I mean, it's not everybody, but you have the bad ones that do it. So, of course, everyone you see, I mean, you got to think that's going to be one that's profiling you. I would do that.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
That's very
It's
true.
just a shitty situation.
Yeah.
There's instances where it's happened backwards as well, but I feel like that doesn't always get addressed either.
Like black police officers shooting white men?
Yeah, and there are cases where it has happened.
Really?
Shooting them up, they're just locking them up.
Okay, like a black cop.
Like
Yeah,
targeting?
like I know that some
Targeting white people?
like police officers have targeted some white people too.
Okay.
Like my best friend has super long hair and he wears tie-dye. He gets pulled over. Like people get pulled over. Like
Gotta even it out, right?
You think that this person, they're gonna say,
I ain't
oh,
gonna
he's
lie,
a
bro.
pothead. Like
I'm
all
gonna
of
be
a
real.
sudden.
There's a lot of white people in prison. Like they act like,
And yeah, absolutely.
Just like only black people get out. Yo, it's a lot of white people.
It's a lot of white people, but there's a lot more white people than black people in the country. Yeah,
Yeah, but I'm just
the
saying,
ratio
like,
doesn't really add up.
You wouldn't think it was like that, but it is. So like,
Yeah, that's
damn,
true.
like,
And yeah, I can see that. Especially now with all this bullshit going on, I can see black cops being like, I'm gonna get the white people.
Yeah.
Just to kind of purposely fucking
They ain't
balance it
shooting
out.
them. They ain't just shooting them though.
Yeah, they're not shooting them, but they are arresting
No,
them.
they're arresting him or like profiling, like looking at him like, oh, he's got to be a
Especially like she
pothead.
said, a hippie. Like if he has long hair
Or-
and he tie-dye,
I know he got drugs on
weed.
him.
Yeah.
I've been pulled over by a police officer and asked if I was an escort because I had on a small dress. I was going out to a club, and he was like, "Are you a working girl?"
Oh,
Wow.
See.
So everybody gets profiled. That's the moral of the story.
Like, do you have a job? Like, of course you're working good.
I'm like,
I'm just
damn,
messing
like,
around.
am I on the street kind of working girl?
Yeah.
Is that what you mean? And he was
Wow.
like, are you... I mean, I was also leaving the St. Regis. So he just like straight up tried to profile me.
Wow.
And I'm like, no, good God.
He might have been
Yo,
asking.
I ain't gonna lie, that happened.
About to see if you- how much?
Yeah, he's probably
My
asking.
man, I remember the hotel in the hotel lobby. We was in Miami. My man had his shorty had came to see him, and his shorty was leaving. The front lobby man was like, "Oh, do you need y'all car service for me to call?" He's like, "What you talking about?" It's like, "Y'all usual car service that y'all use that you call for y'all." It's like she was the joint, like you know what I mean, the prostitute. I'm like,
Wow.
she was mad as fuck.
It's rude.
That's so rude.
I swear.
What is it?
Some shit about mac and cheese and fried chicken. Fuck that. All right. Do you have rhythm? If so, could you clap on beat for us?
Ooh, that's a good one. Ooh.
Beat.
Yeah, we're gonna play you guys a beat and then let's see
Oh,
if you
come
can
on,
clap
man.
This is elite.
Give a prank.
Are you guys ready? Same time.
Wait, what do you mean same time?
Oh wait, this is
Oh,
nice.
this is difficult, B.
I know. Hold on a second. Where's the you get like your baby?
After this one, maybe. Okay, I'm sorry.
Nah, leave it. I want to see.
No, that's
That's fuck you.
don't really see.
I was about to just do like this and shit.
It's so funny.
That's all I got.
You gotta catch a nigga play double dutch. You know you be trying to wait to get it on the right time. Like, hold on.
Hold on. Okay,
Here we go.
y'all don't give it.
Okay, Amanda.
Come on, Riley. You can clap.
I'm not a dancer, so I'll probably just
Jump in on here, Riley.
snap and then just kind of like do this.
Damn it, Riley. You gotta catch this shit, Riley.
I'm just not a dancer. I'm not a dancer. I wasn't dancing.
Hey.
That shit was. My son Riley, they had it.
Give me a look.
I mean, I just got the snap.
Okay, y'all
over
be
there.
quiet.
That's just not-
Let him hear the beat. Let him hear the beat.
Go ahead, Riley.
I don't think that's the problem.
Alright, but the rhythms ain't universal.
No, that's really interesting though, isn't it? Isn't that interesting though? Like you guys, what is that? Is it like black people born with like rhythm?
Well, so my dad's really good with the rhythm, and so is my twin brother. I just don't. I'm just not like
It ain't for everybody.
And there's some black people without
It's
rhythm.
black people without rhythm too. It just ain't for everybody.
Okay.
Some girls
That was great though, you guys.
and you're like,
Right.
Keep it out.
No.
My man, Riley, he tried. I seen him. He gave me a couple. I was like, oh shit, Riley ain't catching it. Good effort.
Thanks.
I'll be a Riley.
Okay, here's one. Do you know the difference between Black Lives Matter and All Lives Matter? Do you understand the difference with where black people are coming from with that, or do you feel like all lives? Like, which one is it?
Riley, go first.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just kind of, you know, what we were talking about last time with the racial profiling. Is that kind of how it is? Is that what it? I mean, that's how. Yeah, that's a good point. That's funny. That's
That's what
funny.
that shit is about, isn't it?
But
What does it mean?
my best guess, that's kind of how it is, like racial profiling, like Black Lives Matter. Like, okay, so if you pull over a white dude, obviously, you know, if he reaches for his gun, is the cop gonna shoot him? Or if he reaches down low, is the cop gonna shoot a white guy? He's supposed to. It's protocol. Mm-hmm. But that's not in the movie. I mean, in the movies, that's not in the news. I mean, so and then it might just not be publicized. I don't know, but like obviously that happens to black people.
Yeah,
like,
true. But see, specifically with this question, it's, you know, Black Lives Matter, the movement is basically feeling like when it comes to black people in America, you guys need to respect us as black people. And then white people's rebuttal is usually, well, not just black lives, let's say all lives. Why are we just saying black lives? So I think it's more so of us asking, do you see why we say we know all lives matter?
Yeah, she does. Do you feel like black people have it harder overall?
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. So do you see the difference in, like, we know all lives matter, but particularly black lives too? Does that make sense?
Well,
Yeah, I mean, let me piggyback on that because, like,
Okay.
I do think black people have it harder, but I also think some of them, not all, use it as a crutch in life to be like, well, I should be entitled to this because we're black and this happens to us.
Okay.
That's what I don't like.
Do you like? So, are you a fan of affirmative action?
I think the best person should get the job,
Okay.
black or white, woman or boy.
that's real.
Okay, Amanda, what do you think about Black Lives Matter versus All Lives Matter?
I have a hard time with this one just because I am not in the position and no one's ever explained to me their standpoint on why they say Black Lives Matter. I haven't been no one has sat down and been like, this is why I say Black Lives Matter, because me, like I've said before, like I work in the medical field. Mm-hmm. So as soon as I remove someone's skin, everybody's pink. Mm-hmm. So like if I'm sitting here and I'm working on somebody, like, just because they're black, white, Indian, Asian, of any persuasion, I'm not going to stop what I'm doing because of their skin color. Mm-hmm. Because to me, my oath that I've taken in the medical field where I work, like, everyone's life matters. Like, no matter if you're black, if you're white, if you're Asian, I mean, it doesn't matter what you are. Like, you matter. Your life matters. If you're a baby, if you're geriatric, like, you matter. So I guess to me, like, it gets even to a standpoint where, like, no one has actually sat down. And a lot of people, I feel like a lot of white people feel like this. It's like, you see all this Black Lives Matter, and then these people getting into an argument and like, well, you know, why do you feel like it's just black? No one wants to have a conversation. It's always a separation. Like, why can't we just have a conversation about it? Like, why does it have to be, if I'm asking this, then I'm racist? Or if I don't agree with something that I have, you know, it's just a white perspective, or it's a white view. Like, if I don't know it, how am I supposed to have like a view? Like, I just, you know, no one's ever explained it, like, or been like, this is why. It's always been like, let's argue about it instead of like, can we talk about it?
Do
Like,
you want to know? Because I can tell you right now what this shit is.
Okay, you tell us then, Rich, because I want to know too. I like to know.
Basically, when they say Black Lives Matter, it's under the natural assumption that we already know all these other races' lives matter. But they calling attention to the way that police were murdering black young men at the time, and they felt like it was going on at an alarming rate. And they basically created a slogan to remind the public that Black lives matter just as much as any other life. Like, the police aren't as quick to pull the trigger dealing with any other race. Then that's basically what the shit is about. You know what I'm saying?
So would you say that Black Lives Matter falls under All Lives Matter? Can you agree with both? Or is it all
clearly all lives matter. That's fucking obvious. Life matters. You know what I'm
would
saying?
it be weird if somebody was like, a hashtag White Lives Matter? Like, what would you say? You'd be like, what the fuck is that about?
Why wouldn't you want your life to matter? If I was a white man, I'd be out here, fucking White Lives Matter. What the fuck are you talking about?
Because I've had people be like, that's weird. And I'm like, why is that weird? Because they're like, oh, well, you know, white people are privileged.
I'm not mad at you. What? If you white and you want to do White Lives Matter.
Yeah, if you white and you think your life matters, well, say it and then fuck it. Like, you know what I mean? They just made that little slogan or whatever to highlight the fact that they felt like Black lives were undervalued. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I see.
Got it. Okay, that makes sense.
Duly noted. Go ahead, Free. On to the next.
Well, so can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Who do you think divided America more, Obama or Trump?
Oh, spicy.
Obama.
Why?
Fuck you.
I was not expecting that.
Well, he's a, you know.
It's clearly Trump.
Why? Why, Free? Let's talk about it real quick.
Do we have you
Let's talk about it.
Maybe I shouldn't ask that.
No, go ahead, 'cause I want to know.
I just feel like I'm not saying that, I don't think Obama did it intentionally. I think that when he became elected, there was a lot of like undertone from white people because it was a black president.
He's not my president.
Yeah, it was a lot of that. So that's when I feel like the divide started.
Oh, the
and then I feel like Trump just played off that. Like, he knew that. Like,
that's when the white supremacist groups really started kicking these shit in a high gear. Then when Trump came, now they can come out the woodwork and go crazy. Hell yeah,
Trump just played off that. Like, finally got the nigga out the office. That's just what it is. So it's not. I don't think like Obama meant to do it, but I feel like it started with
No,
Obama.
he definitely didn't mean to do it for sure.
I see him. Riley, you agree with that? You think Obama?
But then you got the exact same thing, just on a different spectrum with Trump.
Yeah.
I think they both do it equally. It's not right to say that Trump's.
I just feel like under Trump, it probably got more magnified and publicized, but
exactly.
Trump, I feel like Trump is openly supporting white supremacy. Like, Trump is throwing up sneaky white supremacist signs and all types of shit. Like, I don't know. He's like openly supporting.
So what kind of president could we have where we would actually really bring America together?
Definitely.
Hillary.
I don't think there's one out there.
There's no such thing as one person bringing the whole country.
I don't think there's one out there.
You know, we
it has to come from as a unit. Like it has to just come from everywhere. Like people have to start embarrassing the people that spew hate. Like that has to become so corny. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you have to start treating them like they are the lamest. You know what I'm saying? And eventually that wave goes away. Like
unfortunately, it's never going to happen because you have the left and the right, and in order to get on the left or the right, you have to adopt their policies and say that I'm going to do this just to even get in the position to be elected. Yeah. So I don't think a moderate is ever going to get elected unless there was just like an independent where we all just like
got behind
which would probably be a good thing.
Rose to the stars.
Okay, good answer, guys. Go ahead. Who's running for presidency? That's hella fucking weird, nigga.
It's so many people.
Kanye West.
Hey, yeah. How do black people?
got like 30 people trying.
How do black people feel about Biden?
Who?
Biden, Joe Biden.
I like him. I thought so.
He's okay, but I mean, I'm not really big on Joe Biden just because he buddied up with a black guy for a couple years.
I like him because he buddied up with a black guy for years. That's exactly why I like him.
He's fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, not my savior.
Well, he's more of your savior than someone who didn't.
Shit,
I'd rather
me,
Trump-
I'd rather know how you stand off the top.
Okay, I'm sure you would, Free, but that's.
Which that shocks me. I
know.
haven't heard many.
So-
I like Elizabeth Warren. Fuck it.
Really?
Yeah.
Freezing the
I like her
attention
policies. She say some ill shit.
Who?
There's
Elizabeth
a lot
Warren.
of black people that like Trump. They just like not. They don't want to say it.
Yeah, there is a lot of black people that like Trump. That's a fact.
Kanye is one of them.
Okay, moving along. This is my favorite question. Go ahead.
There is a lot of black people.
You guys really gotta pay attention.
All right, for a daughter.
No.
No, listen. I'm gonna.
You didn't pull it?
Sorry.
Because it just doesn't make sense.
Okay.
If you had to choose to name your baby one of the following names, which would you choose? Shaniqua, Lakita, Juanisha, or Sarah?
Come on now.
No.
If I had to choose one of those,
Yeah. All right, take Sarah out.
Thank you.
Wait,
Give
what?
us names.
Why can't you take Sarah?
Clearly, they're gonna choose Sarah.
Riley said
so
you're choosing Sarah.
I want him to pick.
No, I would. I just want my daughter to have a job.
See, exactly.
So you would choose
He's
Sarah.
smart.
Yes.
So give them the names.
Shaniqua, Lakita, Juanisha.
Okay, which one of those three names? Which one would you go with your daughter? You had to.
I would maybe go with Lakita.
Oh, that's so sweet, Amanda. It's like actually has a ring to it.
Yeah, I went to
Lakita?
school with a girl named Nikita, and I thought it was such a pretty name.
Remember the
Nikita.
friend Nikita? Nobody remember that?
Oh yeah, wasn't that on like USA or
Come out
something?
the wrestler, come on.
Yeah, USA, yeah.
Okay, so say the names again, and then let's let Riley pick.
So you said Shaniqua, Lakita.
Lakita or Juanisha.
So what I would
Juanisha.
try to do, I'm trying to pick one where you can shorten it.
Okay.
So maybe like Shaniqua, Sherry. I don't know.
For sure.
Lakita.
It could be.
You know, just
Okay.
man, that's a tough one. If I had to pick one, I mean, I guess the most. It can't be Juanisha. It's got to be Shaniqua, right? That's like
gotta be Shaniqua.
That's the most common one out of all of them, right? I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
No, this is the
I
last
went to school
one.
with a girl named Shaniqua. Oh, there's no more.
Oh,
There's the last one. That is hilarious. Gotta be Shaniqua.
Oh
funny
wow.
one.
Do you think Jesus is black or white?
Oh, that's good. I like that.
That's funny.
Well, in the Bible it says Jesus has hair like wool. So I haven't met like too many white people with hair like wool, and I definitely know Jesus is not the picture of the white man with the long blonde hair and the robe. Like that's just I feel like everybody has got their own vision of what like Jesus is, but in his description in the Bible, he's not white.
So you think Jesus is probably?
I think he's of some color.
Of color.
Of
Yes,
color, but
he's
not.
of color. I don't necessarily know exactly what color,
What
but
about you, Riley?
Yeah, I think he's probably more of like the Egyptian, style,
Okay.
Egyptian.
like that kind of skin color, skin
Yeah.
tone. I mean,
Egyptian is African.
Yeah, that's right.
Is it?
Egypt is in
Is
Africa.
It's on the
It's in
African
Africa.
continent, but technically it's really not. It's actually part of Europe. No?
Middle East. Some people consider them Middle Eastern, but it's in
Oh,
Africa.
okay.
It's in the it's in the Africans Cup for soccer, so I would say it's an African nation.
Okay, so you think he's Egyptian? Okay, good. But we can all agree that Jesus isn't
Black or
white.
white?
He's not white.
I don't think he's like he's
Just
definitely
say
not.
black or white. Say what you feel.
I mean, it's like in between black and white.
Oh, so like a little bit of both, like Mike Jack. That's my guy.
What? My Jack was black as fuck.
Yeah,
Like,
I was. I was just talking shit. Mike said, don't do that. Don't do Mike like that.
I'm like, what I mean?
yeah, the original Mike. Like I see Mike. The original Mike is
But he
black.
gave you light skin. Like, do you think like Egyptian like that, like the bad cover?
Maybe a little darker than that.
A little
I don't know.
darker.
That's just he's just got makeup on and shit.
Right? A little highlighter throws you off. Okay, so we all came to that agreement. Now we're moving right along. That was all of our questions. That was great, guys. Now we're going to ask you guys, is there anything that you, as white people, would like to ask us, black people? And there is no right or wrong answer. We are not easily offended. You can go as hard as you want to go. And we're ready for it.
Oh, man, you have some questions.
Oh, Amanda.
I tried to be prepared.
You're so sweet.
So I made a little list. I always want to know why black women call me Becky.
That is a really
Can you
good
answer
that?
question.
Is that the Beyonce song?
Yes, it comes from the
It was
Beyonce.
before Beyonce.
Okay.
It was like Plies.
Plies did the Give Me That Becky.
But
I
why
think
does
it's
Becky
because
have to be a white girl?
I think
It's
it's like the
common-
most
There's no black chicks
classic
named Becky.
white name.
Yeah.
I think I've never met a black girl named Becky.
Yeah, that's nice.
But there are so many others though. Like why not like you know?
I never met anybody named Becky.
You've never met anyone named Becky?
I definitely met white chicks named Becky. They call
Unless-
Rebecca.
Rebecca, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a really good question
That was a
though.
good one.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but I'm like, hey, Becky.
That's so.
I like
It's
that's just a
actually kind
nickname
of
for
fucked
white
up.
chicks
I'm
though.
like, do you not want to know my real name?
That's just like a nickname that black people call white chicks though.
So yeah,
I thought it was just like, you know what? Give me that Becky.
Yeah.
But that's why they call
But that's why they call it that
though,
because white girls give head.
White girls give good head.
That's what they said, right?
That's true. That is true though. White girls do give A1 head. Some of the best head I ever got was from a white girl.
Man, some of the best head I've got was from a black chick.
Really?
I've got-
I think so too because black girls have
great dick
full
too.
lips.
I mean,
That's a good thing. But I've gotten
Crazy.
fire from
Yeah.
Becky. She was into it too. Like that's what she liked to do. She liked to
Yo,
suck
the
dick.
worship. But yo, we asking questions still. What we doing?
Yeah. Now it's on to Riley. Riley, any questions you want to ask us as black people?
Yeah, I got a few. I mean,
Oh yeah.
just like so the one I had, and I guess you kind of touched on it because of your parents. So like, you know, being on time. You know, because this, you know, dating black girls is just ridiculous, man. Like, we'll be there at 7, but no, you know, I got a plan to show up at 7:30, 7:45 at least. So is that? Do you guys plan to do that, or do you just not? You just lose track of time?
Just not no respect.
It's
for
No respect
No
for
respect.
time. That's exactly what it is.
Yo, you might be like, yo, I'm gonna be there. We gonna meet you at 7. I might get in the shower at 7 p. I'm gonna be there with you.
And this,
And then I'll be getting out like, damn, it's already 7:20. I'm just leaving the
It's like
crib.
this might be there. Like, yo, where you at? Like, yo, just start ordering. I'm gonna be there. Just start ordering.
So this one's like kind of like crowd participation, but raise your hand if you know who your dad is.
Yo, I love it. I know who my dad is.
I don't know.
Okay, so let's say this. Let's take it one step further. Do you have? Did your dad grow up in the house with you?
No.
That is funny
No,
as hell.
that's
Did your dad grow up in the house with you?
No.
Did your dad grow up in the house with you?
divorce.
They got a divorce?
Well, they say tried.
married. My mom and dad was never even together.
Oh, that man for like 3 months. I was there.
Oh, they were really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's what's
Yeah.
up. See, mine were
I was
never
like
even
6.
together. I don't think there was no relationship involved. That was a really great question, man.
I
Thank
I
you.
mean, it's just
Sometimes.
like so many like blended families, single parent families. So it's just kind of a question.
Yep, good, valid question. All right, Riley, what's yours?
All right, I think I have 2 more. The first one is what's the main thing about white people that black people hate?
Oh, shit. The main thing?
I mean, you
Is
can
there a
give me a
list?
top 3 if you want.
No, I'm saying like.
He's like, which one? So many. Damn. Yeah, I really been trying to prepare for this one because I know I have things I want to say, but I can't think of it right now.
I could start. I could
Okay,
just
go
shoot
ahead.
one out there. Like the sense of entitlement. You feel me? Like especially with certain spaces and areas and domains and neighborhoods and things of that nature. Like they feel like what are you doing here? Like you can feel that energy. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that shit. I'm like, oh, what you mean? I pay my bills too, like you. Man.
Do you feel that from like all white people, or just particularly
Some of
like
them.
some people?
Some of them.
Okay.
Okay. Do you know yours?
No, I don't.
I know mine. One thing that I don't like about white people, I always feel like white people are, when I say afraid of black people, I don't mean like scared for their life. I mean like scared to speak up. So if I'm with like a white girl and I go, tell him to pass me the fucking this, she'd be like, I'm not asking him that. I hate that white people are real like
scared of
timid
us.
when it comes to other
Hate that
people
shit.
in general. It's like, no, tell him that's your shit and give it back to you. And she's like, I'm just gonna live without it. It's like, no, it's yours. You know, that's one quality in white people that I go, stand up for yourself, tell them what the fuck it is without fear, you know?
Damn, yeah, I do that sometimes. What a
Yeah.
bitch.
Can I give one? I want to give one little small stupid example. I can remember being in the nail shop and the white lady next to me looked at her nails and she was like, I hate them. And I said, tell her to take this shit off and change it. And she was like, no, like I'm just gonna it's okay. I had to go to the Asian lady and go, no, she doesn't fucking like it and you're gonna fucking change it. And it bothered me that she was afraid to ask for something so small. But
There's been situations where I feel like I have done that, and it's because I don't want to. Now with my nails, you fuck my nails up, you're gonna redo them all, all 10 of them, and maybe even the toes too for free. And but like in situations like I don't want to cause conflict. So if it's something that's like whatever, like somebody took something from my table or something like that, like I'm not gonna be like, hey yo, what the fuck did you do that for?
Yeah,
like
black people do
I don't want to get like I'm not trying to cause a scene. Like I'm trying to be about my business. Like I might have some shit going on. Like I don't need people like over here minding my, so I try to like, if it's something that I can just like let slide, like I'll let it slide. In the end, I feel like the bigger person because I wasn't like, hey, what the fuck's going on? Like, because I mean, there's been times where I wanted to. Yeah. But then I'm like, hold on. But then some of my girlfriends, they're like, I will snatch your fucking shirt off. Like, they will, go after somebody. Which I think it just, like you said, it kind of depends on the situation. But like, if I can avoid things, like I will just let it slide and just be like not stand up for myself.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I see. That makes a lot more sense. Free, did you think of anything? What's the one thing you hate about white people?
It's something that's like, it's not really major, but I noticed it a lot. So like if I'm on like social media and like just in general, like when I'm around some white people, I feel like when they describe black athletes and like there's like a disdain from them, but like if they don't like that team, I feel like the vitriol is a little bit extreme. Whereas like if it's football season and they're like talking about Ben Roethlisberger who's like accused of rape, it's not like he might be on the other team and they'd be like, oh, they could lose and they could be like, well, Big Ben, he still played a good game. But if it's like Deshaun Watson or like anybody like that, like it goes a little bit overboard.
Antonio Brown dropped the pass.
Like with LeBron, I mean, like it's just crazy. Like
they be super angry.
They be super angry at, and like the way they'll talk about the red, like it gets really, like it bothers me a lot. Like the way they just talk about different black athletes, like online and just in general. I don't like it. And then when it comes to the white athletes, like the tone is way more calm. So
let me ask this, because there's some white people that get ridiculed, and I think it's because, and I mean if I'm wrong, let me know. So I think black people get that, not all of them, but I think most of them because they're very outspoken and just like just talking that shit. Not a lot of white people do that. Johnny Manziel did that. Everything he does gets chastised, like he gets chewed like a motherfucker because he was very outspoken. And I think, is that why white people don't?
Yeah, he's
I like Johnny.
I wish he made it, but man, can't even make it in the Canadian League.
He was horrible in the Canadian League.
I like Johnny. I mean, you got Baker. He's the same way.
Yeah,
but wait till he does something wrong.
Baker's grabbing his nuts. He got beat up by cops.
Yeah, wait till
as soon as Baker fucks up.
That video was hilarious.
Like, but I just feel like white people go overboard with their disdain, and especially when it comes to like athletes.
So you saying it's not a race? You saying it's not a race thing? It's more of they just anti. Everybody hates the shit talker.
I mean, I'm kind of asking, is that it?
I really don't know. I think it's, if you're a shit talker, if you're like Draymond Green, they really hate you. Like, don't be a black man with like a voice or opinion. They really not Green. That's why they can stand Kawhi, because he just goes and plays basketball. That's what they want us all to do. They love Kawhi. White people love Kawhi because he just shuts up and plays.
But I love Draymond Green. But I love basketball and I love players that do the dirty work, rebound, block shot. That's why I like him, and that's what Kawhi does too. He just doesn't talk shit.
You know what I'm saying? The outspoken players, they get a lot of hate. The Chris Pauls, Durant to a certain extent, they just hate LeBron.
But you know who does get a lot and he doesn't really talk that much shit is James Harden. Like sometimes, but like he's not as outspoken as like other athletes.
It's because his game
don't say too much.
His game is kind of hard to watch, so they just pick that apart. Like I feel like if they can nitpick, if Joe Ingles was doing what James Harden was doing, it'd be like baby Jesus.
Joe Ingles is the greatest player.
He's the greatest player ever in history that touched the basketball. But because of James Harden, it's like, all right, he's just ball hogging and it's terrible to watch. He's a bitch.
He's a
flopper.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Everybody flops.
Let it be. Huh?
Everybody flops.
Exactly. Everybody flops. But if it was Nurkic or Jokic, it'd be alright.
So that's one that that's undeserved criticism. What about Jalen Ramsey? You remember last offseason in the NFL?
Oh, the quarterback.
Yeah, he's talking all that shit.
He's talking shit.
And then you gotta back it up.
And he didn't do it.
He got fried.
Yeah, he got fried.
That's a whole fact.
All right, so I have 2 more if we got time.
Oh, we got plenty of time. You go right on ahead.
Oh, man, Riley, listen to this shit.
Hold on. Just hit the button.
Oh, you just watched it happen?
Watch it happen.
Thank God. Why do you think it's doing that?
Is that? I wonder if that's exactly what
The camera might have some type of preset.
yeah.
Like a timer.
I think
It
it's
might
just
have
like
some type of
when
preset.
computers
It's
just
on
go
low
on.
battery though, so we gotta.
Like when it just goes to sleep.
We gotta keep it. We gotta wrap it up soon.
How many bars?
It's on the last leg. So
Damn, you know, you don't have a
Okay, let's
charger?
where's the charger?
Right here. Around on the floor somewhere.
Can it charge?
But it doesn't. We have to take a break and then charge it for a minute.
Yeah, we
Alright, well, just come on.
We should just wrap this shit up.
Okay.
Ask your last question, Riley.
Oh man.
Let him ask
I
his
don't
two
know which one
questions.
to ask.
No, you're asking both.
So one of
Crazy.
Jeez Louise.
So one of them is so for white people, all I hear is like, oh man, it's so hard to get pregnant and all this stuff. Like, man, we got to wait for the right time and all this. You know, why is it like that black people make it look so easy to get pregnant?
It is really easy to get
It
pregnant.
is. I think that different races do have.
More fertile.
More
Is that true? I don't
Absolutely,
know.
I'm Hispanic, so I know if a nigga even kisses me in the mouth, I'm pregnant. Like it's just like a thing. Like I'm so funny about that. My sister has 5 kids. My little sister, she's 20. She already has 2. So we get it popping, but we're Spanish, and I know for sure. We have a big family,
My dad has.
so it has to be. Yeah, black people probably just.
Yeah.
But it could be a lot of irresponsibility.
Yeah, not at all.
That's funny as fuck. Okay, go ahead, Riley. What's your
And then my
question?
last one, what's a bigger organization, the KKK? Today, bigger organization, the KKK or the Black Panthers?
Oh, KKK. They got everybody beat. Do the Black Panthers really exist, like, heavy?
Yeah,
I know they're there,
do
but-
Black Panthers. It's a thing.
Oh, they
but
got-
they
they
not
got-
like the
It's
fucking
not
KKK.
like that. It's not like
Black
that, man.
Panther is like the closest thing to Black Panther.
Why would we never even see the KKK? For them to be so, like, out there.
It was at SoMo.
They be having rallies and shit.
Oh, it's not my business to know.
Yeah, you just not in the loop.
Sometimes.
They do their thing on Stone Mountain. That's like they
Yeah.
That's they set up shop.
Yeah, that's they like where they go pray at or something.
Do y'all think they really still hang
The
people?
top of Stone Mountain. They
no,
burn
but
the
that's
drums
the
on the
thing.
top
Is
of
like,
Stone
do you
Mountain.
still see them there? Do you still see them there, or is that something that you
Y'all have
heard from a
rallies.
long time ago that you still believe?
They had like a recent rally like last year.
When have you
You can Google it.
They did, yeah, they did.
I
remember reading about it. I had something I had to do that night, so I couldn't attend.
I wasn't
Messing around.
I wasn't in Georgia for a while, so
Yeah, they just had that.
I didn't see that at all.
Okay, let's get into
All
our
right.
favorite segment.
This is Free's favorite segment. We're all set. Everybody can go around the table and say what they're all set on.
What you don't like, basically. And I'll go first.
Go ahead.
Since the playoffs is over, I'm back to being all set on Steph Curry. He let me down again.
Oh,
He cost me some money. You're a great shooter, but you just can't carry a team. And it's
That was yours?
tragic.
No, I'm just shocked by that. This man can't win everything.
No,
By himself.
He gave me some more. He was 5 for 19. Andre Iguodala scored more points in Game 6. That can't happen.
Was that man not doubled probably every possession?
Everybody's doubled, man. Like he took shots, he missed them. He missed the shot that mattered. He got a good look.
He did, and he was open for that. You're
I
right.
don't want to hear that. So I'm all set on Steph. I still like you, and I rock with you, Steph, but let me down. It's unfortunate.
Amanda, what are you all set on?
I'm all set on like nasty attitudes. Like there's been a lot of like nasty attitudes. I feel like sometimes like unnecessarily females and sometimes black females will have attitude like sometimes even towards me, and I'm like, I didn't even say one word to you. Like, why are you
Bitch,
why are you
just
being
mad off
mean
the
to
rip.
me? Like, don't be mean to me. I'm just like walking. Like, why you gotta be mean to me?
It's funny you say that. We had one of our last episodes. We talked about black girls being mean to light skinned girls, dark skinned girls being mean to light skinned girls. So now it's interesting to know that all black women are mean to white girls. And I think that falls back a lot on what I was talking about earlier. That I think they feel like they can say what they want to them because they're not going to do much. You know, so it's like I have attitude. It would take less for a black girl to have attitude with you than it would for her to have fucking attitude with me. You know, because people really don't want that conflict. But yeah, that is really fucked up and is really ridiculous. You guys want to know something funny? Kristen's walking in. What's her name? Married?
You don't got them.
Oh, okay, never mind.
And she only dates white guys.
Battery.
Kristen,
That's
yeah.
racist.
All right, moving right along. This is mine. Shh, be quiet because we're filming. Mine is going to be. I'm all set on 50 Cent being a fucking bully. I mean, that shit been going on since 1996. It's 2019. It's a dub. Somebody needs to really run down on 50 Cent because I'm off him constantly just trying every fucking body he could think of. Why has nobody seen about this nigga? It stresses me out and I'm off it. All right, moving along. Riley, what are you all set on?
I'm all set on Paul Pierce as an announcer.
Oh,
No.
I think ESPN is too.
Dude, that guy is terrible. Get his wheelchair ass out of there. That shit's terrible.
I think they fired him.
Yeah, they say.
Did they really?
Yeah, they said they're not bringing him back next season.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, so your wish has been granted.
Your wish has been granted. All right, Rich, what are you all set on?
I mean, if you can't tell by this episode, I'm just all set on all like the racial extra, you know what I mean, all that other shit that's going on lately, like
The what?
the static, like the unnecessary racial static, like at all times, like everything got to be about race all the time. Everything got to be about this. Everything got to be about that. Like y'all niggas is stressing me out, B. Like all day long with this shit, B. Like, oh my god, man, get a fucking life, my nigga. Damn.
Absolutely, that was a good one, Rich. Thank you. All right, moving right along. My favorite segment, of course, book of the week. I won't even get into it because I really didn't finish it. It's called Unfuck Yourself, written by Gary John Bishop. Really good book. I only call it a good book because it's like one of the self-help, good motivational books telling you get up off your ass and live your best life. He talks in the same tone as I was telling Free earlier. Mark Manson did The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, where they kind of like use curse words. He's a real down-to-earth type of author, and I know that a lot of people are into that. Like when you feel like you're talking to your friend, so you take the message, you receive the message a little more comfortably. You know,
It's like a
so
get your shit.
Yeah, get your shit together, and it makes you go, I need to. So anyways, yeah, this is a good book. I like to recommend everyone to read it. Before we go to our sponsor this week, the shirt that I'm wearing is by Girl Gang Mafia on Instagram, and we'll tag her link in the video. And the t-shirts are really cute. The website is up, you guys, so shop Girl Gang. Thank you very much, Q, for the shirts. Anything else? Thank you, Riley and Amanda, for coming through. You guys did a great fucking job.
Yeah. Real ones.
Thank you guys. And that is all. We're all set. Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
Have a good day.
What this was like episode 16?
Yeah.
We ain't even say that shit.
We sure didn't. Thank you, Kristen.
Yeah, I know.